Kia ora and welcome to Crafter Artosaurus. Today's Monday and I was playing around and I thought, oh, I'll show you how I did the ear because I went off pattern. I don't know, I was doing something and I thought, oh, surely that would make a good ear and I wouldn't have to sew it so much. So, yeah, I think it makes a rather cool ear. What do you think? I think I've done it before on something. I can't remember what though, so it could have been a teddy. I've got a question in my mouth query there because normally if I do something like a crochet toy, I crochet the pieces so they fit and I wouldn't sew. So I'm not really sure, but I do remember doing this somewhere before. So don't know when or where, but anyway, I cut out the head off the kitty cat and all I do is, it's got nothing on one side and a lovely pattern on the other, and I like this pattern side. See, look, pattern, so cute. So all I did was fold it in half and then you just fold it in half again. Now let me just, yep, okay, up. I've got no thread in my needle. Oh dear, oh dear. I was busy doing something else. It's a Monday, for goodness sake. I usually do all my housework, and as I was doing something, cleaning the shower or the toilet or some such thing, using my paper scissors to cut it with, never a good idea. Oh, I don't know, Paula. And it popped into my head, oh, why don't I do that with the cat's ear? And I wasn't even thinking of that. I was thinking of my black mat because someone said, oh, you should brighten it up a bit. And I thought, that's not a bad idea. I've seen all these people do Maggie May things online. Is it Maggie May or Maggie Smith? I think it's Maggie May. Anyway, she's on, I'll have a look and I'll find out her name and I'll put it underneath like I did with the restaurant. And the other bits and pieces I've forgotten the other day. Gosh, my chest is feeling tight today. I wonder what that's about. Oh, it's probably the chemicals. Oh, now I've got a knot in me knot. You know that's going to annoy me. Yep, see, it came undone. So, first of all, you knot the end of your thread. You get that all ready, which is what I should have done before I'd even cut it out. So, yep, that's okay. So, it's all nicely knotted. There's my piece of fabric, and all you do is fold it, and then you fold it again, and I don't know, I cut it out to the same size as the head, so yeah, there was nothing exotic about what I did. And then all I did was run a running stitch along the bottom, being kind of a little bit careful but not too careful. I've cut this one out a little bit worse, I don't know. I guess because I know what I'm doing now. I know what I'm doing, so here I go. Look at this, I'm showing you all what I did. I went off pattern yet again. Oh dear, I'm shocking at doing this. I don't even know why I read patterns and try and follow things. I always think I know better, and there are times when I jolly well don't. Ergo, my daughter's cardi, which I decided I'd make on my own. Actually, it looked fine. It was just me being super picky. So she could have worn that and most probably would have been quite happy, but it was just me. I thought, no, I can do better than that. I don't know. Do other people do that? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I'm not quite sure. So, yep. And the last one here at the end. I can hear a heat pump. So that's all I've done. I've just done a running stitch around here. Oh, some herons. Sorry, the herons just flew past my window. You heard them. You pull it. And it all comes together. Doesn't that look pretty? Pretty, pretty. There's the ear. Now, I want it to be exactly the same as this ear. So this is the right side here. And all I did was, well, this is so lazy. It's like I'm just showing you how to be lazy. I just went back through these bits here, pulling it as I went. Oh, so there you go. I'm pulling it tight as I go. And I just went through the back humps. Can you see those humps there? Can I see my fingers on the, oh, I don't know. So they've got the kind of a little bit of a hump sticking up. I don't know. And I just put the needle through there and pull it, and it brings it in tighter. And now I'm back where I kind of started, then if you get what I mean. Yep, you can see because there's me knot, and I'm back on the side that I started. So I went all the way over, pulled it tight, and then came all the way back. And as I was coming back, just hitting those top humps, I pulled it tight as I went. So then I get a lovely ear. And if I look at the other ear, I've got the folded piece here at the top. So I guess I could have put that at the bottom, but I want the folded piece there at the top. So there we go, kind of in the same place. Oh, isn't it going to look cute? I think it's going to look really cute. It doesn't matter I went off pattern a little bit, does it? No, of course it doesn't. And then all I'm going to do is I kind of caught the fabric underneath and caught that end. It is a little bit tricky and fiddly, but only because it's a small piece of sewing, not because it's hard to do at all. It's not really hard to do at all. So there we go, and then I'm going to grab a bit more of this and pull that. So I'm just working my way back along the ear, if that makes sense. And I've got a really, really sharp needle. I'm using my red needle, which is a Chanel 26. Chanel 26 size needle. So it's very fine, and it's these Chanel needles from Pony. They're incredibly, incredibly sharp, so be careful with them. I'm saying that to myself. And then all I do is kind of catch the side bit, catch the side of the ear, pull it tight. So because I've got this silk thread, it's quite a sturdy thread. Okay, now I'm just going to look at my kitty cat. Am I happy with that? And I am. I'm absolutely ecstatic. I think he's such a gorgeous little kitty cat. One ear's a bit lower than the other. Do I mind? No, I don't. I'm quite happy, to tell you the truth. I really think it's so super, super cute. And then all I'm going to do is just knot it off. Now I have got a great big mess here at the back, and you're only meant to sew a little bit of the head down. And the only way I can think of to solve this is to actually put another piece of material over the back, which is what I'm going to do. So yeah, the ears are slightly off. You know, one's a bit higher than the other. Does it bother me? No, it really doesn't. That annoys me. I don't quite know what that is, but when I go through and I catch it, I'll catch the ears and that sort of thing. I think it's going to look really, I think it looks really cute actually. What do you guys think? Don't you think those ears are cute? Slightly off, bit quirky. I like it. And that will sit quite happily there. And you just sew it down to, I might just, I don't know, I think, you see, a part of me is wondering if I can just sew it down, and then behind it I'll have the little scarf, which I've drawn on a piece of paper because I thought I'm not going to print that off, I'm just going to draw it. So I drew it. It's quick, easy. It's not exactly brain surgery. So says I. Oh my goodness, I'm winging it now. This is never, I don't know, I enjoy myself when I'm winging it. So yep, I just wung it, and I just thought, yep, there's the little tail. And the tail's going to be different on my one because I actually want the tail to come around and curve around here, and then come around and curve here, only because I want to use it as a buttonhole. So when I fold it in half and it connects, you see, that'll be the size of the bag that one of my daughters will be carrying. So it'll be quite small. So I'll just fold that side in, and I'll fold this side in. So there you go. That'll be the size of the bag. That'll be the little head over here. See, just over there, and the tail will sit here, and just behind the head here I'm going to the head goes there, the little paws come out. No, the head goes that way. The head goes that way, the little paws come out, and just underneath here where the head is, that's where I'm going to put a button. I don't know, most probably, I got the coolest wooden buttons the other day, but look, there you go. I found a really cute little thing. I could put that there, and the tail will go around and connect to the button, and that'll be what closes it. So it all makes sense in my head. Like I said, it makes sense in my head. It's just getting it now down onto here. But I think it'll be really, really cute. And inside that, the bag will be all nicely folded. It'll work. Go on, it's going to work. So I'm going to leave you. I'm actually going to go back to my housework, which I need to finish before I sit down and do any crafting. Otherwise, I will just craft away the day, and the house is going to be messy. I make a list of things to do. I don't know what other people do. Actually, tell me how you do your days. I make a list of things I have to do. And obviously, one of those things is actually going outside and painting the gingerbread house today. I was meant to do it yesterday, but I got sidetracked. I was working on my daughter's new cardi instead. See, crafting at the moment. Crafting is coming before arting because it's so jolly. It was such a lovely, nice day. And then today it's so jolly cold. I actually don't want to go out and paint on the gingerbread house. I'm going to have to force myself out there. So, yep, never mind. I'll get over myself. So I do all my housework, and I put everything down on a list of things I need to do. And I have set days to do things on. And because I've got 2 weeks off working, I don't have to worry about fitting work stuff in. But I have got down on my list at the moment, teacher's bag with a query mark, because I think I've got the rest of the week. I can kind of relax. I can slowly go through it. I don't know. I'll be back anyway in a little bit. Yep, I've still got the cute little paws to do, which will be so cute. And I'm debating about those now. You see, I'm thinking I'll do a little bit of stitching on here, and you know, like, I'm not quite sure, because if this is going to my younger daughter, it needs to be fun and funky. So yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm debating in my head. I don't know, I might do a dragonfly on it or something. It needs to be fun and funky. Yeah, it can't be flowery, but I want to put flowers on because I've seen flowers on the other thing, so I'm not quite sure. Maybe I'll just do a bit of sashiko. Actually, that's most probably the best thing to do, is a little bit of sashiko on the kitty cat, and I'll leave it at that. So I could do a fish, some fish sashiko. That's what I'll do. I'll do some sashiko in the shape of a fish. That'll be sweet. The tail will come out. And it's just the little paws. So the tail and the paws are all going to be done in this beautiful fabric here, this Maroni fabric, which I think is gorgeous. I'm loving anything I draw or I put on here will be done with this silk thread, and any sewing I'm doing with the silk thread. Gosh, I hope there's enough. I want to make the bag now by hand. So yeah, I'm umming and ahhing in my head. So let me go and finish my housework. Paula, go finish your housework. Stop talking to these poor people. They need to go and do their own stuff. All right, I'll see you all later on, and we'll have a bit more done. I just thought I'd show you after I did the ear. I thought, oh, other people might want to use that. So I hope you did enjoy that ear tutorial. Okay, I'm back, and I did little arms. I actually did them myself. I just folded the fabric. See, the fabric's folded in half there, and I just did little paw printy things and threw them on, and I thought, yep, that's good enough. So they're at least a little bit thick. I'm up to the scarf now, and I know I can't get these wonderful little curvy things here. So all I've done is I've cut around the scarf, and then I've sewn it. So there you go, and I've left a gap here. And if I get my small scissors, I was going to grab my big scissors there. I tell you now, into the big scissors, aren't I? And I leave an edge so I can turn it inside out. In my mind, it's working. See, it didn't work with the paws. They were too small and fiddly. I actually tried doing this with them, but they were just so fiddly. I thought, no, that's not working. Now, I actually need to do this one as well. So just coming over here and just a little bit there and a little bit here. Oh, what am I doing here? Like so. And then if I put this back on, I should get the shape I need for around the neck is what I'm thinking. And I can turn that in. So I need to turn it out with something. Oh, here we go. I'll use this end of a needle I use for when I do sewing. Well, I don't actually use these ones anymore. I got these in a kit, and when you sew up your knitting you're meant to use these, but they're plastic. I'm not going to use a plastic needle for sew with. Yep, I've got some nice silver ones, you know, because I'd be posh. No, I'm not. Oh dear, oh dear. So this should work. I know I'm not going to get the edging, but I have got an idea in my head, and I'm hoping like crazy I can do it. So yeah. So I reckon if I gently push this out with this, just gently, there we go. We've got the corner there, and we should get the corner up here. Where's the corner? Should be able to push that out. Are we pushing that out? No, it's in here somewhere. There we go. There's a. So just moving very gently backward and forward with the blunt end of the needle. I'm trying not to pierce the fabric. So yeah. Just that out a little bit more. I can feel it. It's not quite right, is it? Here we go. Well, it's not too bad. We'll come this side and very gently do exactly the same thing. So when you do little things like this, it is fiddly, but it's quite rewarding. You feel quite good when you're finished. It always gives me a bit of a thrill when I finish a small project like this, especially when it's just a little bit fiddly. There we go, and then so that isn't quite right, just down in here. Not quite. There we go. Sorry, that's my husband burping and doing all sorts of rude things there in the background while I'm filming. So I will apologise for him. Shocking. He's come home for lunch and making a right racket today. Oh, you see, I wasn't in the room, so he was all alone. Oh dear. It's not quite. I'm wondering if I have to use this end to pull it out. Oh, I don't want to push it through all the way. I'm going to, aren't I? I'm getting a bit too finicky with it, but I really want that pretty edge. Okay. So then we should be able to fold this in and this side in. And this side in. one side. So I changed my fabric because I wasn't happy with what I had there. So there we go. And then I can get my needle. Grab a little bit of thread. It's already on there. And I hope, like crazy, I can put that end in to here. I know there's not going to be enough thread to get around, but I'll start over here. And all I'm going to do is a running stitch at the top. So it's not going to be anything fancy. I'm just keeping it small. I'm taking my time. I'm not going to rush this. I'm just going to go very, very slowly. I had to change my needle size up to the blue because I couldn't thread the red with that rhymed with the red thread. There's a tongue twister for you. Thread the red with the red thread. So yep, I'm just doing teeny weeny little stitches. It'll hold it down, one hopes. I feel like I'm in the Great British Sewing Bee at the moment, messing up. I'm not going to finish this project in time. Oh dear, which means I can get into the semi-finals. I saw an ad on the TV the other day and they've got a new presenter. So we've only just watched it here in New Zealand. Apparently it's coming out soon in England, so I don't know. I might have to get my VPN up and running, paying. Yep. I know the British Broadcasting Association will be knocking on my door telling me I'm watching their TV and I haven't paid for it. There we go. So I'm just going to keep on doing this and I'll come back in a bit and it'll be all nicely sewn, one hopes. And we can put it on the cat and then I can start working out what designs I can put on the cat, because once I've got this on then I can see the whole cat and I can work out what else it needs. Yeah. Gosh. It is a little bit tough to go through, but the stuff I used was, I don't know, I just thought, see, by leaving that hole there, and pretend I've done it on purpose, I can fix it up as I go, so I can keep the shape going. And then I think I can go in with, well, anyway, I'll go away and I'll finish this and I'll see you all in a little bit. All right, see you all soon. Okay, so I've been working on the kitty cat and I've put the little face on. There's a little scarf behind, just there, and the little ears, the face is all done. The little paws sit out the front a little bit. I've just rolled this over and done an over stitch on it, and a little bit of running stitch in the background. So the cat looks like it's sitting on a rug. I was thinking maybe. The tail's all connected. I've just connected it underneath here, and that's come around, and it's a beautiful little side. And then when I fold it up, it will be able to click closed, and inside this little bit here will be the bag. And so that's basically, put it the right way round, Paula. So that's basically all done. So I've done the patch, which is going to now go onto the bag, and now I just need to cut my fabric and make the bag. So I'm just going to go away, and tonight I'll make the bag and everything, and tomorrow we'll hopefully sew this on. So yeah, I'm thrilled. It's definitely coming together how I thought it would. I was a little concerned that maybe it wasn't going to work, but now that I've seen the little triangle bit all completed, I can definitely see it working, and the bag will fit in there quite nicely, and it's a lovely small size, and I think this will fit nicely into someone's pocket. So yeah, and I'm not going to add anything else to the kitty cat. I did think I would do a little bit of stitching in, but I think that would be too much for my younger daughter, and that's who I'm thinking of giving this to for Christmas. So I'll see you all tomorrow, and I'm going to go away, collate this all together, and yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, can you please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and I really have thoroughly enjoyed making this teeny weeny little cat. And it's quite a quick project, really. It's basically in real time, the video, apart from, you know, me messing here and there. The tail was really easy to do. I just did, I cut this into a strip and then folded it in on each other. So there you go, there's the strip there, and I just folded it. And then I just sewed it, and it was simple, easy peasy. And then I just placed it down, worked out where I wanted it to go. Yeah, I'm thrilled. So I'll see you all tomorrow, and yeah. Or well, actually, I'll show you on Thursday the completed bag. That's what we'll do. So I'll see you Thursday with the completed bag, and you can see it all put together. And yeah, I'll see you later on in the week. All right. Thumbs up. Leave a comment. Thanks very much for watching, everyone, and I do hope you did enjoy this, because I thoroughly enjoyed making it. Yep, I'll see you all later. Bye for now. Bye, everyone.